Introducing What's Country in Vegas, the show to watch for the inside scoop on some of the hottest country celebrities. You'll get a private tour of intriguing historical locations in and around Las Vegas and go behind the scenes at the most talked about country events in town. It's your ticket to everything country in Vegas. Come share the ride with your host, Tina Montana.
As Hollywood rolls out the red carpet, it's the South Point that rolls out the gold carpet. And we're here to welcome the 2015 WNFR contestants. Let's go see what they're up to. So when you leave Vegas, do you need to go to the spa or have a vacation since there's so much happening?
You do need a couple of weeks off after the rodeo. It's pretty tiring. This year we got home or this past year we got home and my husband said, wow, he said, was that 10 days worth of the full year that it took to get here? And it was, so we're back.
Okay, so what I want to know and what I want to tell my viewers is, okay, how are you going to spend your time relaxing after the holidays when you are done with this big event?
Well, we'll be headed to another rodeo after the holidays.
Okay, so she's not getting any time off. All right, so maybe we'll have to find a way to get you to a spa.
Right, that would be nice.
Hey, the South Point has a great one.
We might have to have it here.
Tell me your name one more time.
Jana Bean.
Jana Bean. All right, Jana, I wish you much luck, much luck. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Oh, Tav. Well, Tav, you guys come in style.
Absolutely. Yes.
Who you with here tonight?
Go ahead.
My name is Tiffany.
Tiffany, you look beautiful, and I heard last year, Tav, you kind of broke some records by pulling up in a really eccentric car. You want to tell me what that car was?
What?
Lamborghini?
Oh, there we go, Lamborghini.
Ferrari or
yeah,
Lamborghini?
It was something exotic.
It was something exotic. So you're kind of
fast. Yes, ma'am.
Does that go with the saying of Tuff Cooper is exotic and fast?
Oh, well, we go for fast for sure. We want to be fast. I don't know about the exotic part.
All right. What I want to know is, while you're in Las Vegas, is there one particular place that really stands out, or one place you really love to eat at, or go entertain? Come on. If you're bringing these fancy cars, there's got to be one particular place.
Anything at the MGM. My favorite restaurant in there is
Craft Steak?
Craft Steak, exactly.
That's my favorite place.
Yes, ma'am.
I love Craft Steak.
Craft Steak, yes, ma'am. We're headed there later tonight after this deal's over with, so it's going to be a perfect evening.
Would you treat me to the foie gras?
Come on, yes, ma'am.
That foie gras, they have the best foie gras. Well, best of luck during this event. I wish you the best of luck, and I want to thank you for coming back to Vegas and let me interview you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us. Glad to be back. Yes, ma'am.
You got it. Thank you. I heard you're somebody important, sir. Who are you?
I don't have any idea. At this point in time, I don't have any idea what my own name is.
Well, you look so handsome. I wanted you to sing me a Christmas carol.
No, that's not going to happen. This will bring the house down, but not in a good way.
Come on, it's WNFR in Vegas.
Yeah,
There's got to be something that's special about this place that's going to make you stand out.
Is this unbelievable? This week is going to be phenomenal. With the races the way they are and the dollars that are up, the race is going to change every day. I mean, literally, the fans are going to have a experience they've never had before.
I think we're going to have a better turnout this year than last. What do you think?
You know what? We can't even sell any more tickets. We need to build a new building.
We need a new building. Did you hear that? Vegas needs a new building. All right.
Tell them I said that, though.
Well, first I got to find out who you are. What's your name?
My name's Carl Stressman.
And what do you do? You're a commissioner?
Of PRCA.
Oh, he's important.
No, that's not really.
Will you please sing me? Come on, just sing me a Christmas carol. Jingle bells.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jingle bells.
I'll hold the mic and you sing.
Jingle all the way. We're singing jingle because we're selling tickets to the WNFR.
That's exactly
Jingle
what
bells. Thank you so much for your time, sir. You have a Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. What's your name?
Trey.
Trey. And who are you here with?
My dad.
Who's your dad?
Bobby Moat.
And what's he do?
Bareback ride.
He's a bareback rider, but one of the things I noticed over here is that you had the biggest smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you ought to. What?
I think it's just the littlest kid in the family has the biggest smile.
I think you got it. I think you're going to make it in Hollywood. What do you think, sir?
Yeah, I think he's got it knocked out.
He was standing there in front of the cameras. He was smiling real pretty, big old white teeth on. I think you got it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
All right, so I'm going to wish your daddy here the best of luck.
Okay, do it, and maybe he'll actually win it.
Does he not win very often?
No, he does.
He does? Okay, are you going to be his agent?
Uh-huh.
Okay, an agent and supporter. You got it, guys. All right, best of luck, guys. Have a good night. Merry Christmas.
Oh, no, my He's the verbal one.
Are you the verbal one? Is your name Verbal? I got another camera over here. Whose camera is this?
These guys are from France. They're following me around
They're
for
from-
4 days, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Parlez-vous français?
Un petit peu, oui.
That's all I know. Okay, so why are they following you around?
I'm the first European to make it to the finals, so they thought it'd be kind of interesting to follow me around.
You're the first European to make it to the finals?
Ever.
Wow, that's outstanding. I don't think I knew that. I didn't know that. Did you viewers know that? I didn't know that. All right, what are you doing? What are you doing, or what are you riding, or what's the event?
I'll be competing in bareback riding.
Bareback. That takes a lot of flexibility.
Well, it's something I don't have, but I still made it.
Okay, well, we can help you with that.
Okay.
Well, I want to wish you best of luck. Hey, hi to everybody from France. Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in to What's Country in Vegas. And best of luck to you, sir. Merry Christmas.
Merci. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'm backstage here with Aaron Watson, big star. You started out 2015 with a big bang. And I want to say a big bang because you were the first solo male artist to debut at #1. I heard with a self-release, independently promoted album called The Underdog. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. We've had a great year, a blessed year. Like my mom says, who'da thunk it, you know? But it was.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Who would have thought it? But and she's an English teacher, but I always remember her saying, "Who'da thunk it?" Just being funny. It's been a great year, and record came out, went #1. It was an amazing deal where I remember I had Rolling Stone magazine call me up, and they said, "How in the world does a West Texas boy with no record deal, no major radio play, outsell the competition?" And I said, "Well, I said the answer to that's simple. God's blessed me with the best fans in the world." And then I told him, I said, "Well, and I reckon if Jesus can walk on water, making my record #1 is just a walk in the park." And it's been neat to be blessed with that platform this year, to be able to get up there and give God all the glory, which is His. It's His. It's like there's been a lot of things that have happened that I really are I can't really explain.
I understand completely. I wanted to touch base a little bit about some of the songs because there's some things that have happened to you in your life that have given you the inspiration to write. Fence Post, July in Cheyenne, and That Look that was written for your wife, Kimberly. Yeah. So let's start with Fence Post because I listened to that on the way here and it gave me inspiration. And can you just tell me a little bit about that song?
Yeah, it's just kind of a funny little song that I wrote on the way back from Austin back home to Abilene a couple years back, and it's about an old boy who worked at a record, who's still at one of the biggest labels there in Nashville, and I guess I wasn't his cup of tea, but he basically told me that I didn't have, I couldn't cut the mustard, and so 15 years later I wrote him a song, and really it's a song I wrote not to be a personal jab at him, but to inspire others that are chasing a dream, and to let you know that, hey, if you got a dream, you got to go out there and you got to chase it down.
You got to make it happen.
You got to make it happen. If you're waiting around for somebody else to make your dream come true, then it's probably not gonna happen. I mean, it happens for some. You got the right look and you got the right voice and you got the right person giving you the right songs, and it can be manufactured for you, but that most of the time doesn't happen like that. And 50 years later,
here you are. Do you believe in destiny?
I don't know about destiny. I don't know about all that. I know that.
But we have a purpose, and God sets our purpose first, and we have a destiny, and He opens the doors, and we walk through them.
Yeah, but I think God gives me choices. I think
I agree with that.
Had I chose to be a high school baseball coach, I think God would have expected me to let my light shine for Him with that occupation. I mean, I think God gives us the choice to take free will to do whatever we want to do. And
I have to say, I agree with you so heartedly on that.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of great opportunities and great choices, and I've chosen some doors, some good ones and some bad ones.
Yeah.
But I really believe that. Tell me about your family. You have these three things: family, faith, and fans. I want to know about your family.
Well, I have a wonderful wife, Kimberly, and I think she has more fans than me.
Don't forget he wrote the song, That Look, about his wife, Kimberly.
Yeah,
Tell the fans. Kimberly, now he's not single.
Kimberly, there it is.
Very married.
Very
Cute and very married.
Very married. Yeah. I'm not really I'm not attracted to women anymore. I like fishing boats.
Wow, that takes a lot of patience.
Yeah, fishing boats are a lot less. They're easier. You can turn them off.
So, are you a good fisherman?
Well, I'm all right.
Okay.
Well, when you have three kids,
You have to have a lot of patience.
well, I don't really get to fish. I spend a lot of time untangling line and baiting hooks and stuff.
My husband takes a lot of my time.
That's right. But and then at the house we have Jake, Jack, and Jolie Kate. And
Wait, Jake, Jack.
and Jolie Kate.
Don't say that too fast.
Jake. So Jake is 9. Jack just turned 8, and she may be my favorite one.
Okay.
Jolie Kate just turned 6.
Wow.
So, and we had a little girl that we lost named Julia Grace, and that leads me back to another song that you asked me about, and that's July in Cheyenne. And July in Cheyenne was the first song that I wrote after we lost Julia. After we lost Julia, getting out on the road and playing shows was a real struggle for me. Just didn't seem right. Playing shows to people having fun, and I was heartbroken, homesick, and
Time to heal.
yeah. But at the same time, there really wasn't time to heal. Daddies have to work.
Sure. You mentioned that in some quotes that I read about family, being a good husband and a good provider. I'm going to touch point now on just another subject. We are here at the WNFR. What's your relation to the rodeo? Did you used to ride or anything?
Nope. I liked baseball and girls. And
What position in baseball?
Short and second.
Okay. Favorite team?
And left out.
Left out. Favorite team?
I like the Stros and the Rangers.
Okay. Yes, that's good.
I like both of them. But now I just coach. I coach the boys team. But
wait, I have to ask, when do you get time to coach? Because I saw your tour schedule and it's pretty full for the year. How do you find time to do this?
It's full, but even if you tour 150 days a year, you still have, 200 plus days at home. So it's just trying to keep that balance. So.
And I saw that you're going to France?
We're going to France and Italy and the UK. It'll be, I think, our 4th or 5th European tour.
Do you know that we just met a contestant from France that's in the WNFR?
Wow, that's amazing.
It was a city. He said it was his first time, and being as what's been happening in France, I actually think that you'll be a positive influence in France.
Well, we've been there before, and the people are just wonderful. So we're looking forward to going back.
I think that's outstanding. All right. Working hard is serious understatement. This is a quote that I read. And again, I saw your schedule. It's very full. You work very hard. I can tell that you're a big believer in Christ. For people or, young fans out there that are out, they want to get in the music industry, is there any advice you can give them, on what you've learned and your just kind of your life, what's happened? Just tell them.
Well, first of all, I would say you got to learn to play the guitar.
Okay, and you got to write.
You got to write. Okay. Yeah, people that say I want to be an artist, I want to sing. And I'm like, well, what are you going to sing? Well, songs. I was like, well, who's going to give you good songs? Well, I don't know. You've got to play the guitar. You've got to write your own songs. And you got to get out there and you got to sing. I don't care if it's, outside a gas station. I mean, you got to get out there and sing your songs and believe in what you do.
And believe in what you do. Do your songs have a mission or a statement, or they come from the heart, and when you just feel something, you write about it?
Well, when I feel something, I write about it. And I write a lot of bad songs that...
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I do. I mean, people never hear them, but, for every...
Are these songs in the shower?
Yeah, songs in the shower. But for every song that materializes into something that I'm proud of, there's 10 that were swing and a miss, and but it's just persistence and being dedicated to what you're doing, whether it's singing or acting, or whether you want to become a lawyer, a doctor, or a coach, whatever your dream is. It's hard work, and you got to get out there and get it, and don't be discouraged when somebody says that you can't. I'm using a lot of things. There's been a lot of things this last year. There's been a lot of positive things, but there's been a lot of negative things. And I'm using those things as a way to fuel my fire for this next record that I'm working on right now. And so you use those kind of things to,
I mentioned to your tour manager that when bad things do happen to us, some bad circumstances, it's where we mature. As a believer, we mature so we can go into the next threshold of our life, and I really do believe in that. So I just want to say, we got to look at our fans out here. Yep, get up and close and personal. All right, we're going to stay tuned because we're going to show you how to follow Mr. Aaron here on his tour dates, how to reach him, check out his songs. He's all over YouTube. You actually had some great interviews on YouTube talking about your faith, your beliefs, your family, things that are very, very important in the world and in our country right now, and especially to our youth.
Well, thank you. It's an honor. Thanks for having me on your show.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
See you soon. Keep it country. Keep it real. Thank you.
In the rain, in the mud, in July and Cheyenne, they had to carry away that brave young man. A little part of every heart of every rodeo fan died there in the rain, in the mud, in July and Cheyenne.
There's two essential things to looking like a cowboy: having a great cowboy hat and definitely finding a great pair of cowboy boots. So I decided to go down to Boot Barn, our local Western store, and learn more about cowboy hats. I met up with Michael. He's our local hat shaper over there, and he even taught me a few things about shaping hats as well as selecting the proper one for my head. So come along, let's share the ride and go find out what's up. Just pulling into Boot Barn, there's two essential elements in looking like a cowboy: a good pair of cowboy boots and a nice looking hat. So I thought I'd go down and see the expert, Michael, over at Boot Barn, who can give us some more insight about how to look. Let's go inside and see what he's up to. Michael, hey, I ran into Randy here. Randy, where are you from again, Randy?
Alberta.
Alberta, he came out here for the rodeo. He's looking for a hat. Okay. I think he kind of knows what he wants, but you just want to come a little closer. Oh,
yeah, you bet.
There we go. And tell Michael here, what kind of hat? Did you already pick one out? Did you see one up there or what?
Oh, there's lots of nice hats here at the Boot Barn, and I've kind of got one picked out. Like we're on a ranch down there, and so we're looking for ranch hats. So
looking for ranch hats. Do you specialize in any ranch hats here, Michael?
A little bit of everything. We've got ranch hats. We got some really nice dress hats for going out, doing horse shows or events, stuff like that. A little bit of everything.
Okay, let's go ahead and walk over here and see what we got going on over here. Is there anyone in particular you were looking at?
I was looking at this hat right here. Yeah, it's a good looking hat, and
do you know your size?
It used to be 6 7/8, but maybe my head's got a little bigger, so I don't know.
If you get a bigger head with time here, it means you're getting smarter and wiser, right?
Right.
What size we got there, Michael?
It's a 7. You can try that on just for a...
Yeah, you betcha.
Let's try it on. Hey, can we come over here? Can I see? Oh, let's let our viewers see what trying a hat's on all about. Here, I'll hold that hunting hat for you.
Oh, it's a little small, I think.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So you don't want it too tight?
Don't want too tight.
Okay, you don't want it too tight. All right, so we're going to go up a little bit.
Yeah,
what's the next size up there, Michael?
7 1/8, 7 1/4.
Okay, looks like Michael got his hats down here for Randy. And let's see here, you pulled off. I think you said you went to the next size up, right?
Yes, this is a 7 1/8. He had tried on a 7. that was too small, so we're going to go up a size.
What type of material is that hat made out of?
This is a rabbit and beaver hair combination. It's a 5X. The more X's you have, the higher the beaver hair content and lower the rabbit hair content, and a better quality hat you have.
Now, with a better quality hat, does that mean it will be able to be shaped a lot more? Like a boot, a good boot, you can put new heels and soles on them.
What it actually means is the more beaver, the more water and weather resistant it is.
And that's important for him up in Alberta where it's cold and the elements are totally different than they are down here in Vegas in a dry climate, right?
Right.
All right, so I'm going to let you go to work and just kind of go ahead and start shaping him here.
Give that a try and let's see. Okay. We're in the ballpark here.
Looking much better, How's that feel?
It feels great.
That one looks really good on you. It's not too tight. Now, what if it was getting too tight? Would it stretch out after time?
They'll stretch anyway. You want to buy a hat. When you buy a hat, you want to buy it comfortably snug.
Okay.
You don't want it shutting off the blood tight. You want it to. I always use my finger as a rule of thumb. You do about a thickness.
Do that again.
I always use my finger as a rule of thumb.
Okay.
I always go about a thickness of your finger above your ear and about the same above your eyebrow, and that should be pretty much low enough where you want it on your head so that if you're out in the wind, it isn't going to blow off your head.
Now, one of the things, Michael, too, a lot of these hats, they're made either regular or oval. Like for me, I ended up going to a custom maker to figure out what type of head I actually do have, and I have an oval head.
Yes.
What type of shape does Randy, or what type of shape does he have?
Randy's got on is a long oval.
Okay, it's long oval.
Most of your Resistol hats are a long oval, except for some of their straws. Stetson is more of a regular oval. It's more of a rounder fitting hat. Larry Mahan hats are made round as well. Charlie One Horse is round. Saratelli Hat Company that we also have here is more long oval, but not as long as a Resistol. Resistol's the longest, and that's why most people probably, you take 10 people, probably 7 of them are going to need a long oval. That's most common.
Okay, now, so if the hat that you buy is in stock, is a regular and you're a long oval, you can usually put some type of foam into it, or because sometimes people are those in-between sizes. Is that correct?
And you do have people that are in between sizes, which you can do a lot of times if it is a round hat, and say they have a hat that belonged to their grandfather, their dad, brother, whatever. You can elongate it, stretch it, and make it a long oval. I do that all the time here. I've got...
Well, show some of your tools. Hey, Randy, do you know about any of these tools in here?
No, I don't.
All right, so as a rancher, you're also going to learn about hat shape, and that could be your next calling.
This I use to elongate it front to back. This is to make it into a long oval. And if you look at these, they're made out of wood. They're made out of hard maple. They're tapered. The smaller end goes up inside the hat. The bigger end goes down on the bottom. And you just insert it into the hat, which I don't have one handy here.
Oh, let's see. Let's use his.
Yeah.
I'm not going to elongate this, but basically you set it in the hat.
Okay.
You don't bury it all the way down there. You just put it like halfway down in there's plenty, and just crank on it until it's a little snug. And then what I do after that is since I have a hat steamer here, I steam the hat right where the brim and the crown come together on both ends of it to loosen it up so that it'll stretch a little bit easier. By doing that also, it makes the hat stay that way. Once it cools off, it'll take that shape and stay in place.
Okay, very nice.
So
very nice.
But a lot of people at home don't have the luxury of having a steamer. You can also do that with a tea kettle.
Well, Michael, that's why we come to you.
Yep.
We lost Randy. I think he went into the boot section over there. So let's go ahead and find out what we're going to do about cleaning and shaping his hat so he can come back and get it. Is there anything you want to point out about the hat?
Well, it has a little dust on it just from us handling it and trying it on here. But the biggest thing with hats for maintenance is brushing them to keep all the dust and lint and dirt off of them.
And you use that type, it looks like a little sponge.
This is actually a hat sponge. It's made for hats. It's a man-made sponge. It's not one that you get from like the ocean for doing dishes.
That's great. Well, I'm going to let you do your job. Maybe we'll kind of watch you here. I think I'll go over and try to find what happened to Randy. I think I'm going to go try to find Randy while we watch you shape. Getting their hats all shaped and it looks so pretty. Michael, my hat. I need to look pretty. I'm getting ready to go to the rodeo, and I think I should look stunning. Can you do anything with this thing?
Oh yeah, we can give it a makeover.
All right, what do you think here? All right. Oh, I might need some foam put in it too, because I got one of them long oval heads, so I'm going to need to have some.
I have plenty of foam.
All right, let's let Michael do his magic, and we'll come back to see what my hat looks like. All right, so it looks like Michael's got my hat done. Let's put it on and see how we look here. What do you think?
Looks pretty good.
I look pretty good. Am I ready to go to the dance, guys? Does it make me look like a real cowgirl in Las Vegas? All right, you heard it here. I think I'm a real cowgirl now. So I'm going to go ahead and let's go check out maybe some boots. Let's go find a pair of boots. What do you think, Michael?
Sure.
Can you help me with that, Michael?
I can.
All right, let's go. All right, Let's go. Let me roll up my sleeves here and let's go look for some comfortable boots because, again, boots are an essential part of the American cowboy, and if you want to go to a rodeo, you've got to wear a pair of boots.
Oh, yes.
All right, so I thought I picked out a couple selections, and I thought maybe you could help me with them and understand more for our viewers what the boots are. This was kind of a nice boot by Dan Post. It had a nice round toe, and I know it's really popular with, I'd say, an older gentleman. It's that old base. Can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, it's a cowhide boot. It's all leather. Dan Post has predominantly had more of a cushion insole in their boots for quite a few years. They still have it in there. It's more leather now than it was a fabric cushion. This is also pegged on the bottom. What this boot, the way this is constructed, they call this 3/4 welt. What that means is they sew the boot to the welt 3/4 of the way back. They don't sew it all the way back. They sew it 3/4 of the way, and then they peg it with pieces of wood. Usually, it is wood. Sometimes they use brass through the other layers to hold it together. It's traditional construction, basically, of a boot.
So if the heel wears down, the sole wears down, you can still refabricate this boot. And the price is really reasonable. It's $189 for this boot. That's very reasonable.
Yep.
And I think for comfort level, you've got a little bit of a style there, but you're still going to get a little of the comfort.
Yeah, it's a semi-round R toe. It's got a walking heel on it. It suits a lot of people. It's a good beginner boot too, because if you haven't had a boot before, that boot fits most people pretty well. It fits pretty generous.
So it's good for a wide foot narrow. This is another gorgeous boot by Lucchese. Square toe boots are really popular right now, especially in the Western world. It's got a little bit of a low shaft. I really like the look. Is it ostrich?
Ostrich, yes.
Tell me a little bit more about this boot.
It's constructed basically the same way as the Dan Post. It's a 3/4 inch welt, or 3/4 sewn welt.
You see the nails more.
Pegged. Lucchese uses, on their boots, they use what they call lemonwood pegs, and the reason they use lemonwood, because when lemonwood gets wet and dry, it expands and contracts with the leather and stays in place and doesn't fall out. But yeah, they're a very, very good boot. These have been in business since 1883.
Wow. And again, look at that heel right there. So this is, again, not very high heel. It's going to be pretty comfortable. Gosh, pulled this one up too. Now I like this boot. I love the colors, but I really like the sole. So this to me is going to be a working man's boot. So he's got a little style, but it's also a working man's boot.
Yeah, this is an Ariat boot. Ariat's kind of new to the Western world. They're a very comfort-oriented boot. They actually have
a
removable insole that you can take it out, and if you wear this out, you can buy a new one and put it in there.
It's got a little cushion on the bottom of that, so our viewers can see that right there. I really like that. So that happens because your cushions are actually going to wear out pretty quickly.
And we actually have a lot of people that'll buy this insole and put in other types of boots as well.
And again, the price is really reasonable. So I guess on a working boot, that's $249 versus a Lucchese boot. It's going to be the leather because it's a very high quality leather.
Your ostrich is going to be more money because it's an exotic skin.
Beautiful.
This is cowhide. So it's not going to be nearly as much as ostrich would be.
Gorgeous boots. Gorgeous boots. Gorgeous boots. I like that one. Ooh, of course, now we're going to go into the bling bling with the snip toe. I like this boot. This is very Vegas-y. Snip toes. So I've got a pair of snip toes on. Snip toes seem to be more popular with the ladies rather than the men.
Yeah. Yeah,
now this is a fashionable boot, of course. I wouldn't wear this boot riding. My studs might fall off.
No, it wouldn't be a good idea.
This Brando Gringle, they've been around for a while, haven't they?
They've been around
very
a
popular.
While.
Tell me about that boot.
This is your old Gringo boots are made in Old Mexico, down by Leon, Mexico. They're made very well. The people that make the boots, the people that do the best job making boots are all from Mexico.
Really?
So why not go there and have it done. That's most of the people that make the boots in El Paso are from Mexico, and there's generations of people that have been in the boot making business. But this is loaded with Sikorsky crystals on this whole entire boot.
Gorgeous.
And that's quite a boot, I'll tell you.
It's a bling bling boot, and they could
Yes.
probably see me coming from a very long ways away. If you want to be a star, you got to wear a very star-studded boot. I like this boot. I think I'm going to have to go try some boots on. Is that okay? Can I try some boots on?
Of course.
All right. I'll be back in a minute. Well, that's our show, folks. We got to go now, but we want to thank you for tuning in to What's Country in Las Vegas. Stay tuned to our show next week. You never know who we might run into or who we might see or where we might be. Keep it real and keep it country.
Thanks for watching What's Country in Vegas. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on YouTube. If you'd like to be a part of our show or are interested in advertising, please use the contact info on the screen.